So, Ja Rule was spotted backstage at the Monica and Brandy The Boy Is Mine concert getting jumped by a bunch of goons. I can't say the N-word. And for the first day or so, Ja Rule denied the claims, even posting a video of him sipping from what looks like an empty coffee cup. He claimed that it looked empty, but it did have coffee in it. Well, whatever. So he vehemently denied all these rumors. Now, apparently, Tasha K was the first one to put the story out, but she kind of got the details wrong and said that he was jumped outside of a New York restaurant that night. But apparently, once all the smoke was cleared, apparently it was actually backstage at the Monica and Brandy concert. Now, when her initial report came out, Ja Rule was denying. He then starts going in on Tasha K, calling her a liar, that her breath stinks, she don't know what she's talking about, and that he was gonna sue her and that she needs to fire her whole research staff. So then the footage of the melee came out. And at this point, you can't deny it anymore. Now there's actual video footage of you getting into a scuffle backstage at the concert. Now, at the time, some fans were speculating that maybe Max B's entourage had something to do with it. Maybe trying to block Ja Rule from getting to the stage and, I don't know, taking Max B shine. Maybe there's some unwarranted beef going on between them, yada, yada, yada. It wasn't clear as to why the scuffle even happened in the first place. Now, according to reports, Max B was actually on stage at the time, but even though he wasn't actually in the middle of the scuffle, I guess his entourage was actually backstage at the time. Now, on a side note, someone did post on TikTok a video of the audience while Max B was on stage, and it looked like nobody was vibing to his music. I mean, there was no audience engagement. Everybody just standing there looking. Now, me personally, I don't really know any of Max B's music at all. Back in the days, he was more of an underground mixtape artist. So, yeah, I don't think he ever had any commercial success. So, me, genuinely, I don't know any of Max B's music. I'm going to be honest. If I was at the concert, yeah, I would probably be standing there staring into the distance as well. Maybe bopping my head. Who knows? But, I digress. Back to the scuffle. So now, apparently, people were claiming that it may have been Max B's entourage that jumped Ja Rule at the time. Now, Max B did chime in, and he posted on Twitter that, "Don't involve my people in nothing negative. Like, we only on positive vibes only." Okay, he made it clear he had nothing to do with it. So now, after getting into a beef with Tasha K for posting, kind of unclear information about the scuffle, but then it was later confirmed what actually happened, then you have the footage of the actual scuffle that he got into backstage. And then Max B putting it out there like, yo, don't involve me in nothing. I mean, I get it. The man just came home from doing 17 years in jail. He ain't trying to go back to jail on some petty-ish. Totally get it. So what does Ja Rule do? Yes, he gets on, I guess, his newly launched platform, Icon, and starts to vent about what really happened backstage. So he's going on. Mind you, I watched this video. I made a short about it, but I was fighting for my life trying to edit out all those curses. When somebody try to play tough and they just be cursing. There's a lot of arm flaring and a lot of F's and N-words and ish. And I mean, anyways, so he's venting, going on, and finally admits that, yes, he did get into us. After all of that, he admits that, yes, he did get into a scuffle. Because at this point, ain't no way you could deny it. There's video footage of what happened. So he's going on that, yes, he got into a scuffle. They tried to sneak sneak punch him, sucker punch him from behind. And, he's, whatever happened, apparently Fat Joe was also there, but I think he was like, security must have grabbed him off to the side like it was security, whatever. So he finally admits what happened. They got into a scuffle. They sucker punched him. And it's like, well, why? Why did all of that happen? Now, apparently, come to find out, according to some sources, he wasn't even supposed to be there. Like, yes. And I'm going to just say it. According to Tasha K, because, I kind of, she be having the sources, okay? I don't really want to say her name too much because I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble, whatever. But according to Tasha K, he wasn't even supposed to be there in the first place. Like, like what? He wasn't even supposed to be there in the first place. He wasn't even an invited guest. Now, according to reports, he must have went up and over and around and tried to get in through other people. I'm hearing that, Brandy might have let him slide. Something, Fat Joe was invited and he came as a plus one. Who knows? But at the end of the day, he wasn't even supposed to be there. So apparently he was trying to crash the stage. Now, why? Why would you want to do that? Also, according to reports, 50 Cent was on the production staff. Like, this was all allegedly a 50 Cent production. So it's like, why? Why would you try to crash, of all people, a 50 Cent production, Ja Rule? Why? Did he know that 50 Cent even was on the production staff? Maybe he probably didn't. Who knows? But you weren't invited, allegedly. Now, apparently the people that was grabbing him and so forth was actually production staff. It wasn't even Max B's entourage, allegedly. It wasn't even Max B's entourage. It was actually production staff and security trying to block him from getting to the stage because he wasn't even supposed to be there, allegedly. He wasn't even invited. Now, why do all of that, bruh? And then when the story comes out that you got jumped, you denying. Then the footage comes out and you're admitting. Why is this corny to me? This is corny, bruh. Why play like the tough guy? People also thought that 50 Cent had something to do with it because, him and 50 got a long-standing beef, like from, I don't know, back in the 90s. That's a whole nother topic. Like, so then 50, he chimes in and said, now, why would somebody want to punch him all in his milk dud head? Now, that's funny. It's light. It's a light jab, for 50 standard. I mean, 50 is like the king of trolling. That was actually pretty light. It's like, what is we doing? What is we doing? It's like Ja Rule just be nonstop getting himself into all types of stuff that he don't even belong with. Now, on a side note, I know he's married to his high school sweetheart. She gonna ride for her man. But as a female, I'm just wondering if she gets tired of him being embarrassed all the time. Like, you got people dissing him. You got people trolling him. He keeps getting caught up in these fraud allegations. I remember back in the days, Superhead, aka Corinne Steffen, she put out a book and she mentioned that how her and Ja Rule was actually having an affair. Like, yes, Corinne Steffen, if y'all know back in the days, the I don't want to age myself, but back in the days, Corinne Steffen was the OG video vixen groupie of all time. Okay, every rapper done ran through that, allegedly. And allegedly, according to her, Ja Rule was one of them. And of course, he denied it, and claims that she was just trying to make something small bigger than what it really is. So it's like, did you? Because why would she make something small bigger than what it really is? Like, what you saying? You just smashed one time? You know, he had a girlfriend who's now his wife. Yeah, he's trying to cover his butt, but it's like the wording. It sounds like you did do something, but it wasn't that serious. You know what I'm saying? Then years later, he gets into a partnership with a now convicted fraudster, CEO Billy McFarland, and they partnered on this fake club-based credit card company called Magnesis, where, you know, people pay a yearly fee and they get like perks where you could get like, you know, you could get entry to like exclusive celebrity events and, you know, service to score hard to get concert tickets. I think members were paying like $250 a year for these quote unquote celebrity perks. But that all collapsed around like 2016 because the members were saying like this is BS. It was a lot of bad business deals and they felt like they were overpaying for some of the services and it just went left. After that, years later, he partners with the same convicted fraudster CEO Billy McFarland on the now infamous Fire Festival. You remember Fire Festival where people were forced to sleep in tents and eat cheese sandwiches because nothing was prepared? They overplanned for everything and fell short. And the CEO, Billy McFarland, ended up going to jail for 4 years. It's like, and then, of course, he had to get online and admit that he didn't have nothing to do with it. Like, he was just an investor, but you were the promoter. You were the spokesperson for all of this. Billy McFarland even admitted to Rolling Stone that him and Ja Rule were the ones that came up with the idea, you know? But I digress. It's like time and time again, what is we doing? Now look, Ja Rule was a great artist, okay? He had hit songs, like a lot of hit songs back in the days, like, you know, the early 2000s. Like, you got songs like I Cry, Put It On Me, you know, so on. Can't deny that. But some fans even think that if Ja Rule was still rapping hardcore like he used to back in the days, that none of these incidents would have happened, especially like the beef with him and 50 Cent. But who knows? He could have probably been broke by now if he was still rapping like that. He had to do what he had to do. And it turned out well. But time and time again, Ja Rule just be out here embarrassing himself and getting embarrassed for what he did or what somebody has done to him. And some of us are just over it, bruh. Corny, bruh. Corny. He ain't, you know, some people feel like he ain't got no more street cred left in him, okay? And that's final. Like, you don't have to be the tough guy all the time, Ja Rule. Like, we get it. You don't want to look like a punk, especially the 50 Cent. But, you know, it's cool to be the good guy. You don't have to act like you're the tough guy all the time. But, you know, I digress. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section. Are y'all still genuine fans of Ja Rule after all these years, no matter what he's been through? Or are y'all or have y'all lost all respect for him over the years? Well, that's it for now. I'm Annie, and it was nice talking to you. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this one, and I'll see y'all in my next video.